Did she say $1,200? I know what you're thinking. You probably like, girl, did you just say you made $1,200 in your crochet business last month? Like, I thought this was your full-time job. How are you living off of $1,200? Right? Y'all, I said the same thing. I was like, boo, did you just only make $1,200? But let me explain, because I'm semi okay with just making $1,200. I really am. And $1,200 is still $1,200, right? Yes, right. But let me explain to y'all how I made $1,200 in my crochet business last month and why I'm actually okay with only making $1,200, even though this is my main source of income. Hey, it is Yolanda here from My Pretty Brown Doll and My Crochet Life. If you are new here, this is the first time that you've hopped onto one of my videos, baby, you have hopped onto a good one, right? Especially if you are thinking about taking your crochet hobby to like a crochet side hustle or crochet business or any creative endeavor that you have. If you're thinking this is my year, that I'm gonna make this thing work, then this is the video that you want to watch, because I am gonna let y'all all up in my business and I'm going to tell y'all how I did make $1,200 in my crochet business last month. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, welcome back, welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, all of those good things, because all of those things help me in the YouTube algorithm, whatever that is. Anyway, y'all, let's get into it. Let's talk about how I made this money. Whether you think it's a lot of money or a little bit of money, let's talk about how I actually made this money. This is my main source of income. My crochet business has been my main source of income since 2017. So we're what, 5-6 years in now? How I currently live, no, I do not live off of $1,200. Thankfully, I do have another business endeavor that made up for me only making $1,200 in my crochet business. I will also say this, my effort matches my money, because $1,200 is not the norm. Typical month for me would be $5K. So why did I only make $1,200 last month? Again, my effort matches my income. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, I have talked about how my effort has been lacking for quite a while now, mainly because I am really having a hard time adjusting to being a new mom and what that's supposed to look like and how that's supposed to work and how to work around that. Figuring out what my crochet business is supposed to look like, or what it is going to look like while being a new mom, has been a huge adjustment for me. And so I am still very much grateful that even with my minimal effort, I was still able to make $1,200. And I think that is based upon the fact that over the last 5-6 years, I have built a brand where people know, even if I'm not present, even if I'm not showing up, even if I'm not posting every day, going live every week, sending out a newsletter, all of the things that I know I'm supposed to do, when I do show up, when I do send a newsletter, when I do say, you know, I'm taking customs again, folks show up because they know that there's value attached to my brand. And so I'm very grateful that I put in the time early in those early years, showing up consistently, showing up every day, and not just showing up, but showing up with value that now the people who've been rocking with me for a minute know we still gonna rock with her. We still gonna go with her. Even though she'll disappear on us real quick, we are still going to rock with her. So let's get into the nitty gritty of this thing. How did I actually make money? If you are a crocheter and you are thinking about selling your crochet work, like your finished items, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. Unless you're only doing it as a side hustle and you don't need the money to actually live, like if you don't get any orders, you're still going to be fine, then I will say that you will be okay just selling your finished products. Now, if you are considered like you want to do this as your full-time income, you want this to be able to pay all your bills, you are not going to be able to do that simply by just selling your finished crochet work unless you brand yourself as like a high luxury brand where people are paying $5, $6, $1,000 for one piece. Does that make sense? Because if you're selling like a hat or a beanie or a scarf, and it's like, even if you're selling it like for $60 or $70 a pop, think about how much money you actually need to bring in to live, minus the expenses, minus, you buying the materials and all of those things. How much money do you actually need to make every month? That's your actual profit, or your actual, like, you get to take that money. How much do you need to make, and how many products would you need to make and sell in order to meet that income goal? And so when you think about it that way, I personally I would never be able to make enough. Like, I would never be able to make enough dolls, enough keychains, enough anything. Even when I was selling hats and scarves, I would never be able to make enough hats and scarves to sustain me full time. That's just not going to happen. So when I talk about the different ways that I make income in my business, just know that the selling of the actual product is not, like, that's not what I get to do all day. I do not get to sit and play with yarn all day. That's the point I'm trying to make. So if that's what you want to do, or that's what you think this is, I'm sorry to bust your bubble. It's just not. It's just not what it is. So what is it? So in my crochet business, I did make last month, I made $317 from pattern sales. So I do have an Etsy shop. I also have a Ravelry. I will say that I don't think I got any sales from my Ravelry last month that I can remember. So all of these sales did come from my Etsy shop. I will say, in addition to patterns, so I have patterns, and then I have print-on-demand products in my Etsy shop. I do not sell any custom dolls there. Occasionally, I will put a ready-to-ship doll, but it has been years since I've done that as well. Like, normally when it's a ready-to-ship doll, I sell it directly from my website. The only thing that I really do put in my Etsy shop, I consider my Etsy shop for my low ticket items, which are my patterns, occasionally keychains, but again, they have not been in the shop for a while, and my print on demand products. And my print on demand products are things like my little logo pouches and t-shirts and things like that I don't physically make. I send them to a third party. They make them and they ship them, and then I just receive a small percentage of that sale. So that's all that's in my Etsy shop. But from my Etsy shop last month, I did make $317. Again, very much on the low side. Normally my Etsy shop brings in about 6 or 7, but again, your effort is going to match your income, or that's what I believe. My effort matches my income. My effort has been minimal. I even had somebody say to me, I didn't know that you had I didn't know you had patterns in your Etsy shop. Yeah, I do. So there's that part, because I don't even talk about these things anymore. So if you're new to me, you didn't know that in addition to having my crochet pattern book, I do also sell individual patterns in my Etsy shop. If you look for My Pretty Brown Doll on Etsy, you will find them there if you're interested in just a one-off pattern. And so, yeah, Etsy bringing in $317. I'm looking up because I did have to write some of this down just so, because, baby, I'm old and I got an almost 2-year-old. My memory is not what it used to be. And so we have to take notes, okay? So I got some notes over here. But that was Etsy. I did open my custom doll slots back up. I was excited and not excited about that. Like, I know how I feel about custom dolls. I know why I stopped taking custom doll orders. So to open that back up, I was just kind of like, ooh. But I will say that I actually am enjoying being able to work on customs again, just being able to bring someone else's vision to life via yarn, and letting someone else experience what it's like, to have my heart put into their crochet products. So I'm excited about that. But last month I did make $874 from customs. My customs do start at $150 and go up. My average custom, most people, their doll costs around $250. That's the average, but you can get one for $150. And so again, I made $874 from custom dolls. We then have a new category for me, which is brand collabs. So, if you're on social media at all, you know that you have influencers. We also have what they call UGC now, or user generated content. So there are all these ways to make money online, even if you're not online a lot, because I'm not even online a lot as far as posting and putting myself out there. But again, when you establish yourself and you build yourself, brands will still reach out to you. And so I did do a couple of brand collabs last month, and that netted me $375. There's two different ways that you can do this. A lot of people try to just gift you product. I'm not totally against gifted product, depending on what it is and how much it costs. Like if somebody wants to send me that box where you put all your supplies in, yeah, baby, you can gift me one of those. I am not going to turn that down. But there are some things that people are just like, oh, can we just send you this product? Can you do a video? I'm like, baby, my time is very limited. And so again, it really depends on what the product is. Is it something that I really want? Is it something that I'm going to use? The ones that netted me the $375, these were all paid collabs. Like they were like, we want you to promote this. We want you to do it, and we're going to pay you in addition to also receiving some free products. So, there are different ways to do it. I did not contact any of these brands. They did reach out to me directly. So I can't speak on, what do you need to say? I will say that I feel like I lowballed myself. I definitely lowballed myself. I definitely could have probably got more money, because both of the brands that worked with me, when I told them what my price was, and this was just for like a 30-second, one was a 30-second reel, one was a 60-second reel. Both of them were like, it was an immediate yes. There was no negotiation. And anytime I hear an immediate yes, it means that my price was too low. The price was too low, because there should have been like, oh, well, could you come in at this rate? Or, oh, so anyway, I lowballed myself on them. Lesson learned. I will, if you are going to go that route, or if you're interested in doing anything like that, initially the thought is, oh, it's just a 30-second reel. I can do that easy. The money that you're making is in the editing, because baby, they will nitpick your video apart. You would be like, do what? Like they asked me to change the color that I had used for my captions. They was like, oh, can you put this color for I was just like, do what? And then one of the videos, I think like the way I had it cut, they were just like, it was like a split second where you saw something that they didn't want to see. And it was like, oh, we need you to take that out. But I couldn't even see it. I had to have somebody like, you're going to have to tell me the exact second that I need to cut this, because I don't see it. And so, yeah, your money that you're making is definitely in the editing. Even if it's like a simple edit, baby, get your coins. So I would say, if you're doing something like that, just don't lowball yourself like I did. One is affiliate income. And this is right on target for me. Actually, this is a little bit more than what I normally get, but I made $122 in affiliate income. This is another area where I could be doing so much better, but I just do not have the time to really promote it like I need to. And so it is what it is. I am just happy that I'm making any money at all, because it's just like, girl, if you would really just get out here and do this, you could probably be making like $1,000 a month just from affiliate income. So for me, affiliate income is my Amazon storefront. I'm also a Lion Brand affiliate. I'm also an Etsy affiliate. Who else? Annie's catalog, Knit Picks. Listen, if it's yarn related, I'm probably an affiliate. My problem is that when someone like my Amazon storefront is easy to set up because you literally just go in there and add the products once you get it all set up. The only thing about Amazon affiliate is that their commission is so low that you're just like, is this even worth it? But because it's so easy to set up, for me, it's worth it. The thing with like my Etsy affiliate, my Lion Brand affiliate, for those things, I literally have to go in and make an affiliate link before I share. So every time I get ready to share something from Etsy or share, like saying Lion Brand is having a sale, I would have to go and get the affiliate link and then come back and post that. Honey, I don't have time. time. And I know somebody's going to be like, well, just save the links. They change. They change. So depending on what product I'm trying to promote, I have to have a different affiliate link. Yeah. And so again, I probably could be making more money because it's literally, you know, you got to put the affiliate link out there, but I don't be having time. And so I normally don't do it. So anytime you see some links here, they most likely are affiliate links, and I appreciate y'all shopping through my affiliate links. It doesn't change the price for you at all. It simply just means they're going to give me a few pennies for you making the purchase through my affiliate link. So, but affiliate income was $122. And then last but not least, I finally got a YouTube check, y'all, and it was $107. So thank y'all for watching my videos. I got $107 from YouTube, and I am happy about that because, listen, every little bit counts. It all adds up in some type of way, and y'all know I was pressed about getting monetized on YouTube, and so to finally actually see that monetization in the form of an actual payment, I was just like, oh, okay, thank you very much. And so, yeah, $107. So total is somewhere around $1,200. I don't have the total here, but it's around $1,200, I think, a little over $1,200. So that's how I made money in my crochet biz. Again, as you can see, the big chunk of my money did come from the custom dolls. So I'm not saying don't sell your finished products because that is definitely the moneymaker. But if I was just only making custom dolls, as you can see, I wouldn't have even made $1,000 for the month. It would have only been that $874. And so that's why these other streams are super, super important for me, because they do make up for, you know, if I don't want to take customs, or you know, if I don't have any custom orders, then where else is my money coming from? And it can come from these other places. For me, it is now all about, girl, you're going to have to figure out how to put some more effort into this. You're going to have to figure out how to do more things in the time that you have to do them. I say that I don't have time, but we're also going to not say that there's not time where I'm just not doing anything. But that's because I'm tired. It's like a catch-22, because it's like, do you take a nap or do you work? And if you work, then you're going to be even more tired. It's an endless cycle. I've thought about getting help. I've looked into getting help and what that would look like for me, because I know at this point, if I had help in the sense of like even an assistant or something like that, that could do links, could answer questions and all of those things, that would definitely mean more money for me, because it would free up more time. Again, it's just figuring out what that looks like. What exactly do I want the assistant to do? How often do I want them to do it? And all of those things. But we're going to figure it out, because like I said, whether you think $1,200 is a lot or a little bit, it is still $1,200. I think a lot of times what happens is, especially online, we see so many people talk about, oh, I made $10,000 a month, or how I made $10,000 in a day. And we want to be that. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I think it is super important to see that so that you know that that's a possibility. But I also think it's very important to show people and to tell people that, baby, you didn't wake up and just make $10,000. A lot of times there was years of work behind that. There was, time and effort. And there were also probably some things that didn't work at all. Like you probably tried some things that didn't work before you figured out the thing that did work to be able to make your $10,000 a month or however much you're making. And so that's why I do these types of videos as well. When I have my $10,000 a month, baby, she will come back and report on that too. She will come back and tell you, this is how I made $10,000 this month in my crochet business. Right now, we talking about how she made $1,200. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Again, thank you for watching. If you have questions, comments, feel free to leave them there. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And I will see you guys on the next video.